Hello everyone, hello from Vitosha Mountain, where I'm hiking today, taking advantage of the last warmer days of this year. And I just found myself a throne right next to the road. It's basically a stone that's sticking out from underneath the tree. And it feels like the perfect spot for me to sit and tell you guys about what I have to share this week. It has to do with using clarity to improve your relationships with your close ones. So, you see, clarity has been a big challenge for me personally for a very long time. Like, I always felt like I don't exactly know, how the future looks like for me and what I want and how I want it exactly. And I always wanted to get more detail. How does this look like? How does what I want exactly look like? Until recently, I read a book actually by a Bulgarian woman that is talking about ancient Bulgarian rituals and witchcraft. And there was a ritual there that I got very inspired by. It's called Narichane. I'm going to leave a link for those of you that are interested to explore it. And a big component of that ritual has to do with gaining clarity to a level in which you're ready to actually step into the ritual, which involves kneading bread, and as you do, telling it what is it that you want and committing to making that happen. So it's taking responsibility and deciding to take action. And I really loved that, and part of that actually was an inspiration for me to try out something with my partner, with Mircea, who we've been together for 5.5 years. And since it's a challenge for me personally, the question with clarity, it has also made its way to our relationship. So many times we've had this question of, okay, so how do we see our future together? Physically, where are we going to be? Where are we headed together? What I came up with, inspired by this book I mentioned, was a simple practice in which you sit together with your partner and your purpose is to help each other gain clarity about your personal desires and dreams and goals. And the way that looks like is you just sit down and you take turns. And at first, for example, I was speaking. And so I would tell Mircea everything about what I want in the next years of my life, how I see my life, how I see our relationship, what would be the way in which I see my happiness, my joy in the future. And his goal while listening to me was just to listen and to help me gain clarity. He could do that in two basic ways, basically saying, oh, you're saying what you don't want, but what is it that you actually want? So that's one way to step into greater clarity. Because many times we think of things, oh, I don't want that, I don't want this, but that's actually fear-driven. And usually it does not work in terms of motivation as well as the love-driven approach. And so it's a big help if he's able to spot that for me and reflect it back and tell me, well, say what you want. And the second way in which he was supporting me was, for example, I would say, well, I would like to be happy or feel loved. So in that situation, this is not concrete, because happiness and love and feeling loved looks like in so many different ways for different people. So his questions would be, okay, so how does that exactly look like for you? What would have to happen for you to feel loved or to feel happy? And so in that way, helping me to clear that out, and then it would be his turn. And I would be the one listening and asking those kinds of questions. And my purpose in this is not for us to align our paths, and my purpose would be, I want to hear this person and I want to help him as much as I can to gain more clarity, because this is his intention right now. And that was amazing for us. Like, it just helped us so much to really understand each other understand where we're headed, and we both came out of the conversation feeling like, oh, this is so much more peaceful and clearer now for both of us in terms of how we feel about our future. So both personally and as a relationship. So this is something I would recommend you to try with your partner, especially if these kind of questions of the future have ever provoked any kind of conflicts for you. So yeah, just give it a try, sit together, set an intention to gain more clarity with each other's help. We have some horses coming. See them. Ooh, they're nice. Yeah, so try it out, guys. It's really nice. Love you. Take care.